What's the deal, y'all? It's your boy Jimmy Waters, aka the HOL Investor. So you know what I'm saying? So this is my new little series where I'm trying to turn 10,000 in my day trading account to 17,000 by the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? Today is day one, and I'm risking 5% of that account every trade max. So I'm not saying I'm doing that every time. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be documenting the whole thing where I show y'all every loss, every win. So today I finished up $92. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into what I traded. All right, you feel me? So the first you know what I'm saying, thing I traded today on this Monday was Amazon. So you can see Amazon's been in a downtrend. So I was looking for shorts, you know what I'm saying, under 261. Uh this was my support. So the blue line right here, this was pre-market lows, that's pre-market high. So you can see um, it broke 261 and got below. You know what I'm saying? The first 15-minute candle. That's kind of what I use to day trade. You know, some call it the orb strategy. I just kind of do mine a little different because I kind of like, you got to break my levels. So it broke 261 below the 15-minute candle right here. So you see this volume on this candle. So this is where I entered. I entered on the pullback right here, and my stop loss is right here. So I entered right here. So my risk to reward ratio. So you can see I entered right here. I was risking this, so my stop loss would have stopped me out. That's a trendy candle. And you know what I'm saying, I rode it all the way down here. And then I took a 15% profit, and then I had a 25% profit. So that put me at like $80. You know what I'm saying? I only risked I think like 400 in the trade. So that was my first trade. My second trade was Apple. This was an L of $45. So on Apple, I shorted and got stopped out. So Apple, it broke the 15-minute on this candle right here. It broke my level of 304. So I entered, where did I enter on this one? I want to say I entered right here. So yeah, I entered right here, and then I got stopped out. You can see on this candle here. So that was a loss of 45. Yeah, so that was my loss on Apple, which would have been a good trade because you can see after it broke this level again, you know what I'm saying, I would have, but that was my stop loss right here. But you see, once this level broke, would have been a nice little trade, but gotta keep the stop loss tight, especially with day trading. The trade that, put me up, I was thinking I was up like $39. I took, after I was up 80 and then took a loss of 45, so I was at like 30 something. So this is my third trade of the day. I took NVIDIA. This was the pre-market highs, was at 227.17, and you know what I'm saying, pre-market lows. So it broke 227, you know what I'm saying, on good volume. So I wanted to see a pullback because I need to see the break and retest. You know how it is when stock break above, boom, you gotta wait for it to retest to enter. So on this retest, I got in. Like around right here. My stop loss is here, so I wanted it to ride back up to here. This is where I wanted to take profit. So you can see risk. You know what I'm saying? This was my entry. This is how much I was risking. This is how much I was profiting. So I took a 25% trade. I ran it up to right here. So I took 15% profit. Then I got like another 25. So I took 4 contracts on that one. So yeah, man, that was basically my trading today. You know what I'm saying? So $92 day one. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this 17 bands.